Hi there. I think there are two main AI tools for studying English, GPT and Gemini. GPT is very convenient for learning English. However, GPT has a major drawback. It has a usage cap. It limits how long you can use it. On the desktop version, you can only use it for about 30 minutes at a time, or give or take 5 minutes maybe. But Gemini doesn't have such a limit. The downside is that Gemini is harder to use compared to GPT. But if you use right prompt, Gemini can be as easy to use as GPT. Today, I show you how to use Gemini for studying English. I'll use Gemini to learn English idioms. I prepared the idioms and example sentence with the help of AI. The list is in the description below, so anyone who needs it can copy and use it. You can use this prompt not only on desktop but also on mobile. First, enter the prepared idiom less than prompted into Gemini. Again, like this. Just a moment. Like this. The first idiom is a blessing in disguise. So, click the mic button. A blessing in disguise. A blessing in disguise. Okay.
Good. Here is an example sentence. Losing my job was a blessing in disguise. I found a better one. Now you say,
Losing my job was a blessing in disguise. I found a better one.
excellent. You got it. Now, let's move on to the next idiom. Beat around the bush means to avoid saying what you mean, usually because it is uncomfortable. What is the idiom?
Beat around the bush.
Perfect. Here is the example sentence. Stop beating around the bush and tell me the truth. Your turn to say it.
Stop beating around the bush and tell me the truth.
Great job. You've got it. Let's move on to the next idiom. Better late than never means that it is better to do something late than not at all. What is the idiom?
Better late than never.
That's correct. Here is the example sentence. He finally apologized. Better late than never. Now you say it.
He finally apologized. Better late than never.
Perfect. You're doing a great job. Let's move on to the next idiom. Break the ice means to do or say something to relieve tension or get a conversation going in a group of people who have not met before. What is the idiom?
Could you say more slowly? Could you say more slowly?
You're absolutely right. I apologize for going too fast. I'll make sure to speak more slowly. Let's try that again. Break the ice means to do or say something to relieve tension or get a conversation going in a group of people who have not met before. What is the idiom?
Break the ice.
That's right. Here is an example sentence. I used small talk to break the ice. Your turn.
I used small talk to break the ice. I used small talk to break the ice. I used small talk to break the ice. I used small talk to break the ice.
Excellent. You're doing very well. Let's move on to the next idiom. Call it a day means to stop working on something. What is the idiom?
Call it a day.
Exactly. Now, try this example sentence. After hours of work, we decided to call it a day. Repeat after me.
After hours of work, we decided to call it a day. After hours of work, we decided to call it a day.
Perfect. You're doing a fantastic job. Let's move to the next idiom. Cutting corners means to do something the cheapest or easiest way. What is the idiom?
Cutting corners.
Well done. Here's the example sentence. She lost customers by cutting corners. Repeat it back to me.
She lost customers by cutting corners.
Wonderful. Let's move on to the next idiom. Don't cry over spilled milk means there's no reason to get upset over something that has already happened and cannot be changed. What is the idiom?
Don't cry over spilled milk. Don't cry over spilled milk.
That's absolutely correct. Here's the example sentence. It's done now. Don't cry over spilled milk. Your turn to repeat it.
It's done now. Don't cry over spilled milk.
Great job! You're making excellent progress. Let's move on to the next idiom. Every cloud has a silver lining means that you can find something good in every bad situation. What's the idiom?
Every cloud has a silver lining.
That's absolutely right. Here's the example sentence. Every cloud has a silver lining. I found a new opportunity. Now it's your turn to say it.
Every cloud has a silver lining. I found a new opportunity.
You're so close. It's every cloud has a silver lining. Think of the fluffy white clouds in the sky. Try the whole sentence again. Every cloud has a silver lining. I found a new opportunity.
Every cloud has a silver lining. I found a new opportunity.
Fantastic. Let's move on to the next idiom. Give someone the cold shoulder means to ignore someone. What's the idiom?
Give someone the cold shoulder.
Perfect. Here's the example sentence. She gave me the cold shoulder after the argument. Repeat it back to me.
She gave me the cold shoulder after the argument.
Excellent. Let's keep going. Hit the nail on the head means to be exactly right about something. What's the idiom?
Hit the nail on the head. Hit the nail on the head. Hit the nail on the head.
Excellent. You've got it. Here's the example sentence. You hit the nail on the head with your analysis. Your turn.
You hit the nail on the head with your analysis. You hit the nail on the head with your analysis.
Perfect. Let's move on to the next idiom. Let the cat out of the bag means to accidentally reveal a secret. What's the idiom?
Let the cat out of the bag. Let the cat out of the bag.
That's excellent. You've remembered it perfectly. Here's the example sentence. She let the cat out of the bag about the surprise. Repeat it after me.
She let the cat out of the bag about the surprise.
Great job. Let's move on to the next idiom. Once in a blue moon means very rarely. What's the idiom?
Once in a blue moon.
Perfect. Here's the example sentence. We go hiking once in a blue moon. Now it's your turn.
We go hiking once in a blue moon. We go hiking once in a blue moon.
That's exactly right. Let's move on to the next idiom. On the ball means to be alert and efficient. What's the idiom?
On the ball. On the ball. On the ball. On the ball. On the ball.
That's fantastic. You're really getting the hang of this. Here's the example sentence. She's really on the ball with her work. Repeat after me.
She's really on the ball with her work. 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 She's really on the ball with her work.
It's she's really on the ball with her work. Think of someone who is very focused and good at their job. Try saying the whole sentence again. She's really on the ball with her work.
Let's go move on to next idiom. Let's move on to next idiom.
You're absolutely right. It seems I got carried away. My apologies. Let's move on to the next idiom. Pull someone's leg means to joke with someone, to playfully tease someone. What's the idiom?
Pull someone's leg. pull someone's leg, pull someone's leg, pull someone's leg, pull, pull someone's leg, pull someone's leg, pull.
That's fantastic. You're clearly comfortable with that idiom. Here's the example sentence. Are you pulling my leg, or is this real? Now it's your turn.
Are you pulling my leg, or is this real?
Yes, you got it. Excellent job. Let's move on to the next idiom. Raining cats and dogs means raining very heavily. What's the idiom?
Raining cats and dogs. Raining cats and dogs.
That's perfect. You're doing a fantastic job. Here's the example sentence. It's raining cats and dogs. So we stayed inside. Now you say it.
It's raining cats and dogs, so we stayed inside.
Perfect. Let's move on to the next idiom. Speak of the devil means that the person you were just talking about has unexpectedly appeared. What's the idiom?
Speak of the devil. Speak of the devil. Speak of the devil. Speak of the devil.
That's fantastic. You've really got a handle on that idiom. Here's the example sentence. Speak of the devil, he just walked in. Repeat it back to me.
Speak of the devil, he just walked in. Speak of the devil, he just walked in.
Excellent. Let's move on to the next idiom. The ball is in your court means it is up to you to take the next step. What's the idiom?
The ball is in your court. The ball is in your court. The ball.
Exactly. Here's the example sentence. I've done my part. The ball is in your court. Your turn to repeat.
I've done my part. The ball is in your court. I've done my part. The ball is in your court. I've done my part. The ball is in your court.
That's fantastic. You got the whole sentence perfectly. Let's continue with the next idiom. The elephant in the room means an obvious problem or difficult situation that people do not want to talk about. What's the idiom?
The elephant in the room. The elephant in the room.
Perfect. Here's the example sentence. We need to discuss the elephant in the room. Your turn to repeat.
We need to discuss the elephant in the room.
Great job. You're doing really well. Let's move on to the last idiom. Throw in the towel means to give up. What's the idiom?
Throw in the towel. Throw in the towel. Throw in the towel.
That's absolutely correct. Here's the example sentence. He decided to throw in the towel after failing the exam. Repeat it out.
He decided to throw in the towel after failing the exam.
Almost perfect. It's, he decided to throw in the towel after failing the exam. Try saying it one more time.
He decided to throw in the towel after failing the exam.
Wonderful. You've successfully learned all the idioms on the list. You demonstrated great effort and improvement throughout our session. Keep practicing and using these idioms in your everyday conversations to solidify your understanding. Well done. Do you have any questions or want to review any of the idioms again?
No, thank you.
You're very welcome. It was a pleasure helping you learn. I'm glad you feel confident with these idioms now.
Bye. Take care. Goodbye. Take care. Goodbye. Take care.
Goodbye. It was a pleasure helping you learn today. Take care as well.
Okay. That's it.